Today we are going to talk about the scientific method. Most of you should have had this from biology and hopefully even from your middle school science classes, but we're just going to review a little bit. 0001, 0002 are the learning targets that we're going to cover today. Okay, the first question that we're going to answer for this course is, what is chemistry? Right? Biology is the study of life. Bio means life. Okay? But for chemistry, chemistry is the study of matter my pen's running out. Hold on. And how it changes. Matter is what makes up everything. So we're studying sort of what makes up anything on the earth, even outside of the earth, like what's in the universe. Okay. The air we breathe, the desk you're sitting in, the water or the pop that you drink, all of that is made up of matter. So we're going to study, well, what is matter? We're going to go to beyond really the microscopic level. We're going to go to the nano level, which is 10 to the negative 9. And we're going to see, right, how matter behaves, what it's made of, and then how it changes in chemical reactions when you do certain things to it. The next question is, how do people do chemistry? Right? And I would say that chemists perform experiments using the process called the scientific method. Now, the scientific method is just a formal name, right, of what you do every day. This is basically problem solving. When you lose your cell phone, when you are trying to decide with your friends what you're going to have for dinner, when you're trying to plan your day and you think, oh, I've got to get to school, by 8 o'clock, but I need to go to my locker first. That means I have to, be at school at 7:45. So then what time do I need to wake up? Answering any of those questions is the scientific method. You're going to have a hypothesis. You're going to say, I think that my cell phone is in so-and-so's car. I think that I need to wake up at 7 o'clock. I think that we should go to Chipotle or something like that, right? You're going to come up with a hypothesis. But let's step back a little bit, okay? The first part of the scientific method is the problem or the question. Okay, the problem or the question is always sort of what is unknown. Sometimes it's a phenomena. Remember, a phenomena is just an unexplained observation. Most of the time, what you're doing is you're making an observation first. Oh, shoot, I don't have my cell phone. Oh, man, I'm kind of hungry. Oh, school is starting. I need to get a plan together, right? Then the question comes up, right, to ask about that phenomena or ask about that unknown, right, that observation. In science, it would be something like, oh, there's this weird reflection, right, on the road when it's really hot out. I wonder what that is. Oh, I see there's this black stuff on my food. Can I eat it? In chemistry, it would be something like, oh, this material, when I mix these two liquids together, they turned yellow. How does that happen? Why did that happen? Okay, that is your problem. Then you usually make some observations about it. These observations come back, right, to kind of what you know so far. It's usually what you can detect with your senses. Right? Your senses being, right, what you can hear, what you can see, what you can smell, that kind of thing. Okay? Once you have that, you can make your hypothesis. These observations are also like what you know so far about certain things, right? Like you might have your, what you want for dinner, right? Let's say. The observations are like, oh, well, I already had, I don't know, Chipotle yesterday. I don't want it today. Or, oh, I don't have a car. I need somewhere that I need to walk to. Or, I wonder who else is available. Maybe I'll call somebody. Okay? Then you form a hypothesis. Okay? Your hypothesis is your prediction. That's what I'm going to call it. A lot of people call it like your educated guess. Oops, prediction. Sorry, that was a little messy. Your prediction of what's going to happen, what you think based on what you know, right? Based on the problem that you have, the observations, all your information that you have so far, you're going to make a prediction. Oh, I think we should go to Jimmy John's. Okay. Then you experiment. And I know a lot of you think, oh, experiment means lab equipment. It means lab coats and safety goggles, and it does, especially in this class. But in your everyday life, the experiment is testing, right? This is the testing phase, and we'll talk a little bit more about the testing phase of this, and it's where you collect data, right? Where you test your prediction and where you collect data. Right, so if you're deciding where to eat, the first test might be, oh, well, who's available, right? Because maybe some of your friends or maybe some of your family are like, oh, well, I hate sushi, so we are not going to sushi. Or maybe you have to think about like, okay, well, maybe someone's working or, someone needs to bring their kid, sister. Do I really want the kid, sister there? Right? So you're testing. And so you're starting to call your friends or text, right? You guys don't use your phones as phones anymore. You text. You say, hey, who's available to go out to eat? Right? Or you might even say, oh, well, who's on Grubhub or who's on, I don't know, DoorDash or whatever those apps are now. Okay? You're testing out your hypothesis. Hey, is Jimmy John's on Grubhub? Can I get it delivered to me? Who else would want Jimmy John's? Kind of a thing, right? Then I'm going to say there is a conclusion, but when I talk about a conclusion, it just means kind of for that particular problem, right? It means you kind of analyze the data to modify what you know already. Right? Or analysis of data to modify the explanation with increased information, right? Your conclusion should link, right, the new information that you get from your testing to your observations, to what you know so far, so that you can maybe answer the question, right? Oh, Johnny's not home, and Billy has to babysit, right, his sister Kaylee, so neither of them can go. But I do see, right, that my own brother, Joey, right, can be home, and so he'll pick up Jimmy John's, right, on his drive home. I mean, whatever it is, okay? So you're analyzing your data, right, to modify your explanation and answer your question, okay?